Welcome back to The Inspired Entrepreneur with Heather Hope. Hey everyone, this is Heather Hope again. Welcome back to the Inspired Entrepreneur podcast show. So today's September 10th, and as you know, if you have been joining me daily, we're pulling the day quote or message or whatever from my book, The Inspired Entrepreneur. And so today, excuse me, is September 10th. So if you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you have found me or attracted me. Let's just remind ourselves that we're not finding or locating or hoping, really. We're attracting. We're always attracting. So every single thing is attraction. So if you are here, you came across this recording or any of my others, it was meant to be. It was something about it resonated. There's something in this message or me or something you just needed to hear or whatever it is, whatever is active in your vibration has attracted you to hear or this to you. It doesn't matter. So remember that. It's always a great reminder. Okay, so if you're new here, my name is Heather Hope, and I am a law of attraction business coach, mentor, teacher, inspirational writer, and speaker. And so we're here daily. Catch me daily. It's a kind of a short and sweet podcast. And so let's just jump right in. So let me find my document here. If you caught me yesterday, I think it was yesterday. No, maybe it's today's recording. I record these a couple of days in advance, so please forgive me. I am one that hardly ever knows what day it is. Leave me a comment down below if you're one of those people that really just doesn't know what day it is ever. And especially if you work for yourself, work from home, it's days and months and years, they just go by and you're like, what day is it? I don't know. So that's kind of what goes on here. So it's not very helpful for me to do these, in a few days in advance because I don't know what day it is. I mean, you would think, well, maybe it doesn't matter. But when I'm like, well, yesterday's podcast episode was this, I think it's actually today. Well, not today. Well, today is September 10th. When you're listening to this, well, if you're listening to it when it came out, September 10th, that's the day it is for you. But I believe it's September 9th that I was talking about all my windows. Like, it took me a while to get on my podcast to record it because I had so many windows open and I had to close them all. And it was taking a while because it just took a while for them to load and to figure out if I needed them or to bookmark them. And because I was talking about that, because I had that active in my vibration, after I was done with the podcast and scheduling and doing all the graphics and all of the other stuff that goes along with everything, my computer was just needed a break. And I needed to restart it because things were just not working well. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. So another reminder for you, whatever you talk about, okay, so remember this. This is so important. Everything that you think about, I think this is going to go into today's episode too, of the topic. Every single thing that you have a thought about, that you think about in your mind, or you talk about to yourself or others, has the potential to manifest. Remember that. It's so vital. Your thoughts are the most important things. Your thoughts are the most important things, and your beliefs are the most important things. There's so many important things in this subject, but your thoughts, everything starts with a thought. So if you think a thought, it has the potential after 17 seconds to basically, through the law of attraction, attract another another thought like it. And if it keeps going into, this is what Abraham Hicks says, if you get to the 68-second mark, it has built a lot of momentum at that point. 68 seconds. We are powerful. You are powerful. Remember that. You have the power to create anything that you want. This is totally today's topic. So Let me slow down. Let me see how my throat is because my throat gets a little cranky with me. Okay, so let's just jump into today's topic. Where's my dog, by the way? Did I lock him in or did I lock him out? It's always one of those things. I don't know where he is. I'm pretty sure he's here in this office somewhere. Just can't see. Okay, so let me read it. Today's thing. The book is not out yet, guys. It's almost done. Let me just tell you that. Okay, September 10th. You are capable of achieving everything you want. You are capable of achieving everything you want. You just have to keep your mind on what you want and stay committed to a positive mindset. Let that sink in. This is a really good one. You can find me on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Inspired Entrepreneur. This is a good one for, I was talking about creating postcards the other day. I actually forgot about that. Thought that was last week's thought. The thoughts come every day. So sometimes it's easy to forget because there's a lot of ideas flowing. This would be a good one. You are capable of achieving everything you want. It's a great reminder, right? You are capable. You're super capable of achieving anything you want. You know why? Because you are an extension of source energy. It's insane. It's insane how powerful you are. How powerful. You are powerful. You are capable. The only thing with that word capable, like you're capable. You're able. You're capable to achieve anything. So, because you are an extension of source energy. The most powerful source, right? The most powerful energy. Okay, you just have to keep your mind on what you want and stay committed to a positive mindset. So I was actually just talking to a client yesterday about this. Same thing. I have this thing. I don't talk about it too often because it just comes up occasionally now. I used to call it hashtag hardcore mindset. I know all last year I was talking about this. Hardcore mindset. This is where you get your mind focused so well, so established on what it is that you want and having a positive mindset. Hardcore mindset is getting your mind back on what you're focused on, back on what you want, keeping it there. And when negative thoughts come in, because they will, because they just are, they do, because we're surrounded by people everywhere, right? All these people, all these humans running around. We're surrounded by opinions and negativity and people's mindsets. This is huge, huge. I've been noticing it so much more lately. I have to leave Facebook groups. I have to discontinue working with certain people because of their mindset is so opposite of what we're doing here. I'm just like, what? No, the mindset is you get to have anything you want. You just have to line up with it, right? You get to choose what you want based off of your life experience. It's like, no, I don't want this. I would rather have this. This is what I really want. So all you have to do, quote, all you have to do, right, is focus on what you want. And as humans, especially humans that have been brought up in kind of not so great environments, with not so great role models, you know what I mean? Like a lot of us have. I had some really great role models and I had some really bad experiences in my life. So, you know, it's not easy. It's not easy to go through a lot of crappy stuff and have this amazing, positive, healthy mindset. That takes work. And that's literally, and I tell my clients every day, the work is the mindset. That's the work, right? The work is getting your mind in this place of, I'm a freaking rock star and I can have anything I want. So you are capable of achieving everything you want. Everything. Everything. Yesterday, I think it was, or this week, let's just call it this week. This week, I mentioned, what did I mention? Where did my thought go? Let's see. You are capable of achieving everything you want. Oh, you just have to know what it is, right? We were talking about like the soul aligned business, like, and creating this lifestyle, like really creating a business that fits the lifestyle that you are envisioning. That's what I help with my clients with in the Soul Aligned Business Academy. I help them really figure this out because I had to, and it became such a big point. It was like I could create this an enormous business. I could create 20 businesses because I could. I have the entrepreneur mindset that does not stop. I can create a new business. I think Gary Vee says this. He's obsessed with business so much that for fun, he creates new businesses. And I'm like, I so can relate to that. Last night I was analyzing my small town here. And I currently live in a small town outside of Phoenix, Arizona. And the businesses here are so interesting. So I was analyzing, I've done this numerous times. I've used this town as a case study with my clients of like creating an identity and all this good stuff. And it's so funny. I just analyze businesses all the time. I analyze mindsets of successful people. I watch biographies almost nightly. I try to. I really love biographies so much because I really love seeing the mindset of successful people. And understanding, where the law of attraction, is really heavy. You know what I mean? So when people like I've everyone I watch, it's like, when people had so much success and why. And most people don't know why. Most people just say it was luck, or they just were in the right time, right place, right time. And it's all law of attraction. It's all desire. It's all beliefs. It's all, what is the person focused on? And what do they think about that? How do they think about that? It's so fascinating. And I love really analyzing it based off, using the lens of the universe, energy, law of attraction. You can gain so much insight. So amazing. So anyway, I was analyzing my small town again last night of some of the businesses that we have here. And the kind of businesses that, I don't know, I just have so much fun talking about business. Oops, excuse me. Having so much fun talking about business. And I could create a new business probably every week, or at least every month I could, with ideas, but I'm only one person. And even though I could hire people and all that good stuff, but it's like, no, I don't really want that lifestyle. So you have to know yourself really well. So it's going back like yesterday or the day before episodes. I could actually tell you, it's all sitting right here in front of me on my computer screen. It was September 8th. You always want to go for what you genuinely want and not what you think you can have. That is one. We talk about this a lot, though, that you have to know yourself really well. What kind of lifestyle do you want? What kind of lifestyle do you want? Because the ideas will flow like crazy when you really get tapped in. But, a lot of times businesses don't flourish because they're in direct misalignment with your desires. Does that make sense? Okay, so I could have ideas that are really fun and smart, in my opinion anyway. But if it goes against the whole idea of, well, yeah, but I really want to be in Mexico or on the beach in California or somewhere else, really enjoying most of my day and not running all these businesses because I just have ideas about them. Does that make sense? Or creating a business that needs me involved all day, every day. I don't really want that. I don't. I've already had my career in the past, like not my, my full-time career. Like I do this pretty much full-time, but I don't want to, like tie myself down to a business when, I'm 45 years old. I really want to relax a lot more. I really want more of the passive income coming in. I really want to travel the world. And I don't really want to be doing the 9 to 5 stuck behind my computer because I've created all this stuff for a business. You know what I mean? So you have to know you have to know yourself really well. Okay. So you're capable of achieving everything you want. You just have to keep your mind on what you want and stay committed to a positive mindset. So anytime that you feel negativity in what you're doing, like in life or business, whatever it is, relationships, it's all the same. You are out of the vortex and you just have to get back in. That's it. That's really the answer. If you're in a negative place, if you're looking at things as problems and, oh my gosh, overwhelm or whatever the emotions are, get into a better feeling place. Go take a break, go walk your dog, go shopping, go take a drive, go run some errands that have nothing to do with whatever you're doing. Go take your mind off of it. Get some adult coloring books. Did I mention this already? I got them, I think it was in July, August, somewhere in there. I got a word search and an adult coloring book. I used to do these in the past, but just from an impulse. I was kind of in a funk and I'm like, oh, gosh, I really don't want to do anything. I'm tired. I was in such a blah mood for days or weeks back in July, August, somewhere in there, like on and off. And I just felt compelled to buy these two one day, get some markers, and just indulge in kind of a mindless activity. And then I started watching biographies on Netflix. I was watching the Chicago Bulls one, The Last Dance. It's a really great series. I'm not a sports person at all. My husband is. I'm not at all into sports. And so it's a 10-part series, 10 episodes called The Last Dance. Hopefully it's still on there. It's Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. And it's an awesome thing. So I was coloring my coloring book and doing some word searches about half of the time watching that. Because I didn't really need to watch I'll actually see the TV because they're just playing basketball. But it's really good. And listening to Michael Jordan's mindset, very, very enlightening. Very. I definitely have a different perspective now of Michael Jordan from that series, but I have an appreciation of his mindset. Part of it, some of it's not the greatest, but he has the mindset of winning. That's it. There's nothing. He would go into each game with the intention of winning, like the actual intention of we're winning this. So a lot of great insights on mindset. Watch biographies of successful people. I was watching the one on Mark Ronson. It's on YouTube Premium. That was pretty good of his mindset. He's obsessed with his work, which I really truly, get that. He just loves it. He could do it. He does it daily, every single day. He loves it. So that's really cool. It's really cool. He's in the zone. He creates really amazing music with a really amazing people. But check out biographies of successful people and, take some of their mindset, don't go crazy with the whole, if anybody says, you have to hustle, you have to work really hard, you're careful with that mindset because that will set you up for a lot of distress. But I like the mindset of people's thinking, their thoughts on what they're doing, of whether or not it's like Michael Jordan going in saying he's winning. That's it. I'm winning this game. Whatever that is. So, okay. So you just have to keep your mind on what you want. So when you don't have your eye on what you want, but you're focusing on what you don't want, it feels yucky. it really, really feels yucky, right? So I do this on occasion for sure because I'm human. I will start getting worried or upset or annoyed or whatever it is about something. And I'll sit there and I'll tell my husband, I'm like, I'll sit there and I'll be like, ugh, well, I know what the answer is. I know I have to focus on what it is I do want because if I keep focusing on what I don't want, I'm getting more of what I don't want. So I have to get into a good place. Either I have to talk myself off that ledge of how bad it is and like, some of the aspects are not that bad and, whatever certain things are working out and kind of softening that, or I just have to like leave the room and go do something else and totally like, okay, you need to chill, you need to go meditate, you need to go do something. Like that's what I do so often. I just pay attention to how I feel, and if I'm feeling kind of bitchy, I need to go take care of that. I need to get myself in a better mood. I grew up, I do some kind of looking back a little bit of how I used to be. And some of those traits are still here that I'm still working on of, not getting terribly excited about things, not like not being impressed by much, just kind of being this, I don't know. I was always super sarcastic. So I kind of wore that off a lot actually, because I realized that the sarcasm wasn't terribly the most positive thing. Um, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Listening to, I think we talked about this yesterday, or about like numbers aligning, numbers on the clock, and being more excited about that. Like being more in the vortex, like using that as an excuse, like using anything as an excuse to get into the vortex to feel better, right? So, looking at, I was looking at the clock in my kitchen today. It was 12:34. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I come into my room, into my office, and look at my computer, and one of my clients had um, commented on a post of, I think it was her step counters. And she showed a screenshot and it was 2, 3, 4, 5. She's like, "Don't you love the alignment?" I'm like, I just looked at the clock that said 1, 2, 3, 4. It was so funny. So stuff like that. And then hearing my husband's passport it was just shipped today to come in this week. So excited. Like I actually he went out to get the mail and I saw the email and I was so excited. I was really excited because it's just one little thing that we've been waiting on. Like I got my passport book last week. I just upgraded last week and we were just waiting on his. Mine was a renewal. His was a brand new application. So it was kind of like, okay. So when his is approved and shipped, I like started clapping my hands of excitement. One of those moments. And I'm like, oh, that's what Abraham's talking about. Like getting excited about things. That is something to be excited about, because then because we're gonna go to Mexico soon, and then we're gonna go back to California, and then we'll come back to Arizona. But it's like that one little tiny piece, not so tiny, the actual document that allows us to go into another country, right? That I want to travel the world now. It's like we're just waiting on that, waiting very patiently, but eager for more, right? Like we're eager to go explore. So that document was really kind of important, right? Very important now, actually. So, but now we know it's on its way. It's been approved. It's done. It's done, right? So now it's coming in. Now we can actually make plans. We can book whatever we're booking and really take the next step of what we're doing. So excitement, getting excited about these little things, getting into the vortex, being happy, being excited. So you just have to keep your mind on what you want instead of what has been happening that you're not happy about, right? Keeping the vision of what it is that you want, reminding yourself, wait a minute, this is not what I want. So what do I want? Pivoting and asking yourself that question. What do I want? Wait, this doesn't feel good. What do I really want? And then focus on that. And get into the vision, because that's a lot of fun. Like the vision, the imagination, super fun stuff, right? It's one of my most favorite things to do is creating what I call scenarios. They're so much fun. So, and stay committed to a positive mindset. So, really working on that. I am loving like some of these groups I was in, some of these business groups, marketing groups, all this stuff of other coaches that I have completely unfollowed everybody, stopped being in everybody's group and program and all that. I'm just so over it. But the mindset are pretty crappy. There's some pretty crappy mindsets out there, and I don't want to be a part of it. So I'm attracting some really awesome mindsets, some people with amazing mindsets, ones that are like, you know what? I'm done having a crappy or mediocre life or whatever, right? I'm done with that and I deserve more and I want more. And I'm not letting my negative, people around me or the negative mindset that I've always had, I'm not letting that get in the way anymore. I'm done with that. So, doing that mindset work. Okay, guys, so I got to go because this is a longer one. I'm trying to keep these short and sweet. And, it's 3:33 right now. Just turned 3:34. That's pretty cool. I'm going to record one more for you guys, and then I have to go take my down comforter to the dry cleaner. I need to go do that. So I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye-bye.